Hi.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jack. I'm really glad to see you here. Now, today, I'm going to be working on the headliner. So, it took me a couple months to actually get what I wanted. Because I wanted this print. And if you watch Demon Slayer, you know what this is. But I tried to buy a blanket because I couldn't find fabric big enough. But the blanket wouldn't work because it was too, I don't know, it was like, the material wasn't very good for what I needed it to do. So I'm using this. I found this on Spoon Flower or something like that. So I'm just gonna time lapse this and Alright guys, so I'm gonna show you a close-up view on what it looks like. It's definitely not perfect. Not bad for my first time. I've did other stuff, just never a headliner before. So there's two or three that I can't get out without overstretching it, and I don't like the way it looks when it's overstretched. So I'll show you guys that now. Alright guys, so this is what the top looks like. Once it dries, I'm gonna pull it back a little bit so I can get this corner again. But so I got this is the top. So like this is where the visors go. Those came out pretty good. The middle got really hard, but all those wrinkles are gonna be hidden because I'm gonna cut a hole in here and you know I gotta pull it through anyways. But the reason I didn't want to overstretch it to get like a wrinkle out like this, that's the only annoying one that I can't get rid of without overstretching. If I overstretch it, then it changes the way the squares are. You see that? I don't really like that. So I'm just gonna let it be. That one's gonna have to be a little bit of weird looking, but everything else came out like really good. So pretty happy on the process and in the way everything came out. So hopefully it actually stays. So all right guys, this is the next day.
Hi.
There's Lily. So I'm gonna go see how this dried. I waited a whole day because I didn't want to glue the back and then the front was not sticking down. So I didn't want to have to redo it. So I'm sure you don't have to do that, but that's what I did. Let's see how it turned out. Okay, so it looks like the glue stuck pretty good, except up here. So yeah, just a few little spots that I need to fix. So that's why I didn't want to glue that's why I didn't want to glue the back yet, just in case I had to fix the edges. So okay, so the time lapse you just saw, I just cut the access off, and so these little slits I'm making, they're called like relief slits or relief cuts. I don't know if you guys ever used vinyl before, but you got to do it whenever you wrap vinyl sometimes. So like a good example, so like right here, this was starting to pull right here. You know, starting to pull out. So these cuts help the material just stretch it a little bit, like open up, relieve it, you know, relieve cuts. Yeah, anyways. So I made it all the way around. So now I'm just gonna flip it over, spray the back, and I'm gonna stretch the fabric out along the edges, and should be done. What?
Ah.
So this is why I did the relief cuts, because whenever you fold it over, it won't be able to go like, you just won't be able to do it because you'll have like extra material this way or something. So if you do that, then you can see like I folded this in the back and then fold them over the top of each other. That way, whenever you pull it, it'll make a good seam like that. Good edge. And then like sometimes it'll have to overlap each other just so whenever you pull it, it'll look good whenever you pull it. So that's why I do the relief cuts like this. It doesn't really matter that it's not sticking because it's stuck down here. That's the main part. So because you don't need all this material on the back anyway, so. But it doesn't matter, you won't see it. So here's this. Like I said, got all these relief cuts so you could actually fold it over and make it look good on the front. So same thing on this corner. Alright, so I guess I'll do this one without a time lapse. So I can kind of explain what I'm doing. So whenever I do this, I like to make little triangles towards the corners. But whenever you do make the cuts, try not to get too close to the edge, because whenever you fold it, you might be able to show the sides. So you just want to make it just far enough where it won't show. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Okay. So whenever I made the relief cuts, see, I just did them in triangles. And this one, you don't want to cut too far because then whenever you fold it like that, you don't want to be able to see the inside of it. It won't really matter because the light goes here. But I'm just saying, it helps it look better. So now, spray my glue. This, I'm just gonna pull. So like I said, this is just what I do. You guys can do whatever you want. It's just my suggestion. I ain't no pro. This is my first time ever doing the headliner, so. Then once this dries, we'll see how the other side turned out. And this is what it looks like. So this is what it looks like from the bottom. As you can see, I was able to pull most of these creases out, but I wasn't able to get to these. It's okay though, so. overall, I'd say it went pretty good for my first time. I just used this. It's 3M headliner adhesive. I got it at Walmart. I think it was like $15. The material, like I said, I think I got it from Spoon Flour, and I think I paid 50 bucks for it. Maybe less than that. I don't know. But yeah, I'm sure you can go to Hobby Lobby or whatever and get it cheaper. But like I said, I couldn't find anywhere that had that print that I wanted, so I had to order it off of line. So yeah, if you guys stuck around this long, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you would, drop a like on the video, comment, and if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week.